Millions of Kenyans can now have a smile on their faces after the court have stopped the housing levy, which majority of Kenyans were not expecting. But the main thing here disturbing me, ladies and gentlemen, is that how is it possible to reach to an extent of the judiciary to stop the interesting part of life ruled by the head of state, and he enticed Kenyans and actually forced them to pay the housing levy, even as much as he was driving Kenyans out from slums, which was a good agenda, but he was doing it as if forcing Kenyans. Today we are seeing Kenyans are now smiling after the court have stopped this. I want us to listen to these two videos. Then after that, we are going to carry on with the analysis.
No guarantee that once you contribute to that fund, you'll get a house. The criteria for selecting those who get houses, we don't know.
The Federation warns that the decision to pass the proposal will render thousands of Kenyans jobless, as employers will have to adjust their budget to accommodate the extra 6% from their revenue in an already bleeding economy.
The reality is that we see a danger in a reduction in jobs. We see a danger in lowering of employee morale because they're already distressed, and we see this on a daily basis. We're calling for the government to listen to the private sector, to listen to employers, so that
10 of the Constitution, that levy against persons in formal employment to the exclusion of other non-formal income earners without justification is discriminatory and irrational and arbitrarily and in violation of Articles 27, 201, B1 of the Constitution. And flowing from those findings, we find as follows that, and these are our declarations, Section 76 to 78 of the Finance Act, amending Section 7 of the Roads Board Act, 87, amending Section 28 of the Unclaimed Assets Act, Section 88 and 89, repealing Section 29 of the Statutory Instruments Act, are unconstitutional, null and void. That Section 84 of the Finance Act violates Article 10, 2BC, 27 and 201 of the Constitution and is therefore null and void. That an order is granted prohibiting the respondents from collecting, charging, or otherwise the charge known as the Affordable Housing Act on the basis of the Section 84, and all prayers on the consolidated petition not specifically granted are dismissed, and this being a matter of public interest litigation, each party shall bear its own costs.
Now, from the first video, Jacqueline Mugo, the Federation CEO, was pleading to the government and saying that tukiweka hii housing levy, Wakenya wengi watakuwa jobless. Itaumiza Wakenya sana. Hakutakuwa na kazi, economy itakuwa chini, kazi mingi hazitakuwa zinaendelea. Today we are seeing the judges have stopped it, and they have realized that indeed it is true according to Federation movement. And I believe, in quote, that let judges not to rule this because they feel the pinch from their pocket, them also are being deducted, or they just wanted to stop it for a season, then they wait for the president to give them something. I don't want to believe that after this ruling, let it not be the deputy president interest, because so many tycoons who have rental houses in the Republic of Kenya, more so in Nairobi, are the central people. Let it not be that this housing levy is meant for political reason 2027. That it is a way of convincing the central people that tumewatolea housing levy, sasa mnaweza kutupigia kura. Actually, this housing levy is nothing and cannot bring nothing. It should be made voluntary for Kenyans who are willing, and if the government had willing to help Kenyans, they could have even donate billions of money and go to places like Kibera and build for them rental houses, cheap affordable houses. Not just waking up tomorrow at Eastleigh, the following day at Mkuruwajenga, the other day at Eldoret. I mean, they will just only bring their relatives, sisters to do this. So I want us to ask, to discuss, why do you think the court have stopped this? Before I do that, I want to appreciate you guys for the great effort you are doing on this channel through your subscriptions, like, comments, and also sharing. May our good God bless you so much, as I am still requesting you kindly watch our videos if you've never watched. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Meanwhile, let's proceed. I want us to read what other Kenyans have said after the court or the judges have ruled out this housing levy. At user WP4, whichever, this is what it's saying. At least we have one body to look up to, now that our legislature has turned out to be a political part. That is the reaction. The second reaction, at Jothama Weu 305, sorry. The way hope for Kenyans, the only hope for Kenyans, sorry, is the judiciary, since the parliament has been pocketed. So that is what he have said. Why do you think last minute phone call from the president to Martha Koome have turned into hot rejection? As we are now seeing, judges have rejected the housing levy. The big question here, will Ruto accept this ruling? With me, I doubt, because there is something cooking on this housing levy. And for the time we are going to see this, let's talk about the jobless reaction which was done by the federation when the president tried to implement this. Why do you think this will create jobless? Because when you deduct Kenyans lots of money, the employer will go against this and increase or reduce the budget on his own administration. This will lead to jobless, as so many Kenyans will be helpless. They won't get money to pay fee, and they won't have anything to put on the table for their children. So that is why we are saying the government was after this in order for them to benefit on themselves. So the judges have ashamed the president, and it is now done and sealed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing light coming to vulnerable Kenyans like us, who had no hope but only trusted in the Lord. It is very shameful, even though this was to help those who live in slum to pay affordable houses, but the government was doing it at a wrong direction. What can you say on today's judgment which have been made by judges at the court? That is what I had at this moment. I want to appreciate you so much as you stay tuned at Zion Kenya TV YouTube channel. Watch our videos, subscribe if you've never subscribed. Kindly support this channel by watching, like and share. My name is Charles and I want to wish you a very blessed evening or night hour. Bye bye.